Welcome to Gaming for Two. Today we're going to talk about Ticket to Ride.
Ticket to Ride is a set collecting game where you're trying to collect like-colored cards to create a route across the map. It was one of our first European games to buy. Hold that one. So that'll be the game, and then we're going to play with the expansion, which I think is probably really necessary for the first game, and we'll show you why. But let's get the game set up.
Okay, we're going to start by getting Ticket to Ride set up. First, you're going to open the box, and you're going to notice that there is a set of instructions and rules, so that will be helpful for learning how to play. Then you have your map, and you have your different color train pieces and your different color marker pieces that will help you move around the board for scoring. Also, there are cards. However, the 1910 expansion is really awesome because it makes those little small cards a lot larger to hold, which is really nice. Especially when you get a bunch of cards, it's much easier to hold the bigger cards. So, once we got
The board's now set up. Rachel has her red trains over there. There's also a red and blue marker over there for each of us. I have my blue trains over here. There's 5 cards face up of different colors. You'll see there's a rainbow card, that's the wild card, and then a draw pile over there. Next to that draw pile, Rachel's been dealt her first 4 train cards. I also have mine here. You can see they're different colors again. We've also both been dealt 5 tickets. We'll go through that ticket pile and decide which tickets we want to keep. We'll keep at least 3 tickets, or all 5. It's kind of our choice. 5 route cards. I'm going to keep 3 of the 5, discard the other 2. The 3 that I'm going to keep will be San Francisco to Washington, which is worth 21 points. Los Angeles to New York, which is worth 20 points. 2 big routes. And then I'm going to keep a small route, Montreal to Raleigh, 7 points. I've got Duluth to Dallas, which was 7, and Winnipeg to Houston, which was 12. They're kind of out of the way for those 2 big ticket cards, so I'm not going to risk those losing those points.
Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to start making my routes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull some cards to make those routes. And right now I see that I have an orange card. And I need some orange cards to make a Pittsburgh to Chicago route. So I am going to draw another orange card. And then I'm going to restock the deck. And then I think I'm going to pull a white card because it looks like I can make a route from Chicago to St. Louis, and I need a white card for that. And then after that, I'm going to restock the deck, and my turn is over.
And now it's my turn. It's early on in the game, so I want to get more cards in my hand. The more different color cards I have, the more routes I can make. I have single colors right now. I need at least, well, I can make some single routes, but I need at least 2, 3 to make the big routes I need. I can pull from the deck like Rachel did last time, either what's face up or face down, or I could draw more tickets, or I could place a route. And because I don't have enough colored cards to place a route, I'm not going to do that yet. I will draw more tickets. However, there are 2 wild train cards down right now. If I draw one of the face up wild cards, my turn's over. I can only draw one of those. If 3 wild train cards come up, we have to discard the entire face-up deck and start with a new 5. So from there, we're going to keep playing and eventually get some routes on the board. Oh, and there's the 3. Rachel's going to put 5 more down. Because I've drawn 1 card already, I can't draw that other wild card. I need to draw one of these blues or blacks or draw from the face down pile. I'm going to draw from the face down pile. My turn will now be over. It's going to go back to Rachel's turn. She's going to draw more cards or place routes, and we'll get the game moving. So Rachel's ready to make her first route and score some points. Let's watch and see how she does that.
Okay, I am going to make a route from Chicago to St. Louis. And it runs from here there to there. And I'm going to put my trains on that track. And then I will discard my 2 white cards that I needed into a discard pile. And my turn is now over.
For making a route of 2 trains, Rachel will get 2 points, so she'll move her marker 2 points on the board. And her turn's over, and it goes back to me. Alright, so we've been playing for a while. Well, not that long, but you can see the map's getting full with trains. There's a blue one going around the outside here. There's a red one going through the center. I've got, how many trains is that? 9 trains left. Rachel has, I don't know, 15 or 20 over there. The game ends when one person has 0, 1, or 2 trains left. It plays one more turn and ends on that person. I've also completed all of my route cards. San Francisco to Washington, Los Angeles to New York, and Montreal to Raleigh are all completed. So I have the opportunity of just continuing to place trains and seeing, racking up more points, or I can draw more ticket cards. I know Rachel's already drawn more ticket cards. She's up to 5 in her hand right now. I don't know how many she's completed or not completed. With 9 trains left, it's going to be a little risky for me to draw more cards, but just for the sake of it, I'm going to draw 4 more cards. We'll see if I get lucky on any of these. What's it look like? I've got a Sault Ste. Marie to Nashville. Well, I could maybe tie it in, but I can't really get into Nashville with that one. Chicago to New Orleans. Rachel has Chicago pretty well tied up, but I could go through there and connect it to my train and be all the way to New Orleans. That might be a good one to keep. Vancouver to Santa Fe. Well, Vancouver's way over there. Santa Fe is down here. It looks like Rachel's clogging that one up, so that may not be good to choose. And then St. Louis to Miami is this other one. There's St. Louis there with that green route next to it. Miami's down here. I am in Miami, so I could get to St. Louis pretty easily through there. Normally, I wouldn't have Rachel be hearing what I'm doing, but she's probably going to beat me to those routes. So I'm going to be risky, but I do have to make sure I've got enough trains to complete those routes before I take them, too. Chicago to New Orleans is going to take me 7 trains, and St. Louis to Miami is going to take me 5. So I think I'll just keep the St. Louis to Miami card, and I'll discard these other 3. We'll keep playing, and we'll see where we go from there, see if this was a bad decision. Alright, so the game has ended. You can see the board has quite a few trains on it now. Not all the routes were used. We didn't use the entire board, but we did make some long trains. I had the longest train on the board, so I get that bonus of 10 points at the end of the game. Rachel completed the most routes. She completed 8 routes. She'll get an extra 15-point bonus. For completing my routes, I completed an 8, 21, 20, and a 7, which gives me 56 extra points. Rachel completed, I don't even want to list these, 19, 11, 19, 9, 5, 11, 5, and 4 to give her 83 extra points, plus her 15. Alright, so Rachel did beat me, 135 to 150. It looks like that Globetrotter extra 15 points is probably what put her ahead. That and she cheats. But that was a pretty good game. I think it took us, what, 30 minutes? 45 minutes to do the whole thing?
Yeah, as a 2-person game, and especially after you've played it a while, it's really fast.
Normally you keep all these ticket cards hidden from your opponent. I could have easily cheated off Rachel's and blocked her, but I didn't because I'm a good guy like that. And